Hello. So, our project was on stalking or criminal harassment, and my part of the project was to cover being stalked by a stranger. But first, what I wanted to do was give you a profile of a stalker. So, stalkers are usually men, like about 75 to 80% of all stalking cases are men stalking women. Um, 88% know the victim, and my part, which is being stalked by a stranger, is 12%. Stalkers are usually highly intelligent, antisocial, manipulative, and quite often can't manage any relationship. Okay, so being stalked by a stranger, sometimes it can, like I said, it's 12% of the victims know their don't know their perpetrator, and sometimes people stalk famous people. Um, Sometimes the perpetrator thinks that the famous person loves them, but just can't show it back because they're famous. Um, some specific cases of stalking uh, with famous people. One would be Rihanna. She had a stalker break into her house and lay low for 12 hours because he was waiting for her to come home so he could have sex with her. Fortunately, she wasn't home, and her um, assistant found him and called the police, and he was charged with stalking, burglary, and vandalism. The next case that I'm going to talk about is Justin Bieber. So Justin Bieber is a very famous Canadian singer, and he was stalked by two men who had the intentions of killing him and castrating him. They were hired by a man who was in jail, and he wanted Justin Bieber dead because he started to change and look more like a man and act like a man. The man that hired these people to kill him was already in jail serving two life sentences for killing and raping a female girl, a 15-year-old girl. So I think his thoughts were that he didn't like Justin Bieber to age. So um, that was his thoughts, and it was found out. And yeah, so they found it out before anything happened. And even from in jail, he hired these people and he wanted Justin Bieber dead and castrated. So another thing I'm going to talk about is serial killers. So serial killers start by stalking. That is how they get their prey or the women that they kill. And Ted Bundy was one who clearly honed his stalking skills. So he started stalking and peeping when he was 15. He stalked ladies who were on college and university campuses because his ideal woman was somebody who was highly intelligent. He was also very intelligent, so I think that's why he picked smarter ladies. So he was very brazen with his stalking. He would stalk all times of the day. He would stalk in large public places, and he was caught several times stalking. He'd stalk one lady and she would turn him down, so he would turn around and find another lady 10 feet away and stalk her. So clearly he evolved into a serial killer, but a lot of times that's how they start. They start by stalking, watching, peeping, and then it escalates where that's not enough and they need to kill to fulfill their fantasies or their needs. So I enjoyed doing this project because I didn't really know about stalking or the laws or anything. So it opened up my eyes as to you can not just be charged with stalking, there are other charges that can be added on as well. So, um, yeah, it was a very interesting project to do. And I wish I was standing in front of the class now so that I could answer questions. But this is how times are now. So I'm going to send this video over to you, and I will send everything else in the package. And I hope you enjoy my part of the presentation. Okay, thanks. Bye.